We're going to start up here with the stomach. All right. So the very top here, this is the end of the esophagus, and I didn't clean that up very well, but here's the end of the esophagus. So you're going to drop your food into the stomach. What does the stomach do?
Digest food.
Digest food.
Yes, starts that process, right? Actually, your saliva, I guess, starts that process. But what's the curve of the stomach called? Like the wide part, like you go from here to here. Fundus. That's called the fundus of the stomach. So when you open this up, see all the wrinkles? What are the wrinkles called?
Rugae.
The job of the wrinkles is mechanical digestion. So no enzymes or anything. You should have acid in here too, right? So this is mechanical digestion. You put a big chicken nugget in there and it's going up and down the rugae. It's going to start to break up just because of going over the hills. All right. Now to get into the stomach, you're from the esophagus, but there is a circle valve. Do you see it right there? That valve, which is just a ring of muscle, that's called the cardiac sphincter. Remember, sphincters are circles, right? So food goes in through the cardiac sphincter, rumbles around through all this rugae, and eventually will make it out of the stomach. And I don't like this sphincter, but I'll just show you it. I might get a different one for the test. Leaving the stomach, there's another sphincter right here called the pyloric. Pyloric valve sometimes, but pyloric sphincter, same thing. So it lets a little bit of that chyme, you know, once you're you get real soft here in the stomach, and they call that a food bolus or some chyme. All right, so you go into the small intestine just a little bit at a time through that valve. If you're not digesting real well, sometimes you'll get some pain, like right here. All right, so that's the pyloric sphincter. Now you go into the beginning of the small intestine, which is this. It's the very beginning of the small intestine.
The duodenum.
All right, so now I'm gonna jump over here. Now this thing, I just kind of cut apart. It's kind of delicate. Technically, it's more like that. It's more like under the stomach. You have to lift the stomach. But what is this?
Pancreas.
Weird. That's the pancreas. What's the pancreas do?
Secretes insulin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things. A lot of digestive enzymes and some insulin, so it's going to help to control blood sugar. All right, so that takes care of these two. Now, this is out of a different cat. So this is, again, the duodenum, the beginning of the small. So then we're going to go through the small intestine, which is quite long, right? And small intestine goes all the way down here till right there. That's the end. And then we started into the large. You're not small because you're short, then you'd be the short intestine, right? You're small because the diameter is small. When you get to the large intestine, the diameter is more. It's like twice the size. All right, so beginning, middle, I'm gonna go to the very end of the small just for clarity. So beginning, middle, end. Beginning again one more time is the duodenum. What's the middle? Jejunum. What's the end? Ileum. All right? All three parts do what? Absorb nutrients from your food. All right, vitamins, minerals getting absorbed through here. Now, you go from the small into the large. The large has three parts. It has an up, and a cross, and a down. All right, so the up part of the large is called the what? Ascending colon. The across part is the transverse colon. The down part is the descending colon. All right, so if all of your nutrients were absorbed from small, what's left for the large to absorb? Water. So by the time you absorb all the water from your food, you have solid waste here, correct? And then, you know, got to go to the bathroom when this fills up. All right, so this is where you get a lot of gas pain, by the way. You can get gas pain all along, but people feel a lot of gas pain down here. So a lot of people are like, I'm going to the emergency room, I'm in so much pain. Well, if the pain's moving up, across, and down, you'll be fine. Just you have to wait it out, okay? Now, when you go back here to where these two meet, in humans, which this is a cat, but in humans where these small and large meet, you would have a projection going back deep in your body called the appendix. The cat doesn't have it, all right? But that's where your appendix is. It's pretty deep. All right, so see this pouch down here, beginning of the large, shaped like a letter C? That has a name. What is that called? Cecum. All right, so just the C-shaped part of the ascending colon.
Is there a valve between the large and the small?
Yeah, it's called, I didn't cut it open, it's called the ileocecal, from the ileum to the cecum. That's all. So the ileocecal. Now, holding all this together in the cat was the mesentery, right? So we just cut that. You have to cut that if you want to stretch it out. All right, so we're good with that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So then let's move on over here to largest intestine.